One day, a new prisoner arrived in the jail. All the guards were shaken by his terrifying height. Everyone had to lift their heads up just to look at him. Even the jailer, for the first time, felt fear seeing him. If he ever lost control, the guards probably wouldn't even be able to stop him. But surprisingly, such a powerful man turned out to be very simple-minded. He was even afraid of the dark and asked the guards to keep the light on at night. Paul agreed to his request and the man thanked him. It was hard to believe that he was a murderer. When Tom returned home, he looked into John's file and the results shook him. Just a few days earlier, a farmer's 2 daughters had suddenly gone missing and only a large bloodstain had been found. Seeing this, the farmer told his wife to immediately call the police. Then he followed the blood trail to search for his daughters. After crossing the river, he found their toys. A little further ahead, he saw a man holding both of his daughters. Everyone who saw that scene was stunned, but Paul began to doubt the conclusion. That day, another new prisoner had been brought in, just like always, but his eyes looked strange, almost foolish. The guards didn't pay much attention to him. Only that tall man told Paul, "This prisoner is dangerous," and the very next moment, that prisoner suddenly attacked the guards. They didn't even get a chance to react before he grabbed one by the throat. Paul rushed to save him, but the prisoner struck him in a painful spot and knocked him down so hard he couldn't move. At that critical moment, the prisoner was finally subdued and a major disaster was averted. Paul lay on the ground, groaning in pain. That's when the tall man came over. Paul barely managed to stand and approach him, but no one knew that the man would suddenly grab Paul by the collar and squeeze his thighs with his other hand. Paul panicked immediately, afraid the man might do something terrible. Suddenly, all the lights blazed on, so bright that everyone was blinded. Then the light grew stronger and stronger before vanishing with a loud explosion. The man finally released Paul, and to everyone's shock, Paul vomited a swarm of insects out of his mouth. Seeing this, Paul was stunned. He realized the man wasn't guilty because the disease he had been suffering from for years was completely cured because of him. Back home, Paul was finally able to restore intimacy with his wife again. The next day, Paul met with a lawyer to prove the prisoner's innocence, but the lawyer refused because all the evidence pointed to him as the murderer. The man was soon to be executed. To comfort him, Paul gave him flatbread baked by his wife. Before his execution, the man revealed a secret to Paul. When he held Paul's hand, he had seen everything. The truth was he wasn't the killer. The real killer was the other new prisoner. By the time he reached the sisters, it was already too late. All he could do was apologize to the farmer.